Hey guys, what is up? Happy holiday weekend, and just bear with me. My family is here with us in New Orleans, and so there might be some interruptions here, or little doggy interruptions. Just kind of wanted to make this announcement that you can finally get my book on Amazon, and by the way, thank you guys so much for making it a bestseller. You guys are freaking amazing. I'm super grateful for all of you guys. You can buy it on Kindle, or you can buy it on paperback. And there you go. See, my dogs get super excited anytime that I start talking. I have no idea why. Anytime I press record, it's like, boom, dogs start chasing each other. But anyway, if you haven't picked up a copy, you can pick one up on Amazon, and you could literally see my framework page by page. There's diagrams, there's daily checklists, all kinds of good stuff. So this is a really great companion guide, especially if you are a consultant or service provider. This is literally going to be your personal playbook. So let's go ahead and head into the Ask Laurel thread of the program. There's a couple of things in the featured section though, but that before I go into it, I would like to point out my copywriter Lucas right now is doing a Black Friday special. After I released my Black Friday special, a lot of people were like, hey, you know, is there anything that you can do for us if we want to work on our offer? And so I asked my copywriter Lucas Rashevsky to do a 3-day blitz on getting that offer up and launched. And you definitely, I'm just going to say this, there is going to be a bonus for me, so you definitely want in on this. And as you guys know, sometimes Facebook puts you in jail if you send too many DMs, and so hopefully that doesn't happen to Lucas. But if you want to get in, probably the best thing to do is just come and click on his name and actually send him a message to get in. There are only 100 seats, but and you can see there's a lot of people who are wanting this. So make sure if you need help with your offer to go ahead and get that. People are starting to send in their beautiful pictures. You can see Safrina here sent in her picture from my book launch. A lot of people posting saying that they got it. If you guys could do me a favor, if you guys did pick up this book, if you could leave me a review on Amazon, an honest review. Doesn't have to be a great one. Like if you hate the book, tell the people that you hate the book, but please don't. I hope you don't hate the book. But that would help me out a lot. It only takes like 60 seconds to go to Amazon and do a review, and I would greatly appreciate it. Also, there is this video, I did a Zoom jam with two of my favorite people, Sam Ocean, which is this guy at the bottom with the rad mustache. He's the one that actually wrote my $7 offer sales page, and it's been converting for 4 years, so definitely someone you need to know. And then, of course, Jason C. Fox, one of my newest online friends. He teaches DM funnels and all of that fun stuff, but he teaches it on the organic side. And so him and I collaborate on a lot of stuff. And so I thought that there would be no better people than to jam on the DM funnel done 3 different ways, which is really cool because Sam actually walks through how he does it on Twitter. Jason walks through how you actually convert people to the DMs in this actual video. So lots of value packed into this video. And this is why you should be checking the featured section every single week, because I put all kinds of cool stuff in here. And so let me see. I think that is it before we get into the Ask Laurel thread. But also there is this right here before we get into it. If you have not watched this Conversions Over Cocktails, again, it's pinned in the featured section. I recommend that you just put it on while you're working. There is a lot of gold here. It started off with me talking about hooks and how to use AI, how I'm using AI to be able to do unlimited hooks, but then it turns into my step-by-step process of how I launch each of the different campaigns inside my ecosystem. So lots of really cool stuff there. But I'm going to go ahead and go to the Ask Laurel thread. Make sure that you are reading the directions. There's certain rules that need to be followed, and because this program is only $7 a month, my team doesn't have time to go back and forth with you guys on which rule you broke. It's pretty clear. Most of the people, they'll either break the rule that they tried to circumvent the system and ask more than one question. Everyone gets one clear question every single week. Or you broke the rules on getting your power offer looked at, which, by the way, there's a Google Doc and a little Loom video on how to do that. But other than that, deadline Thursday at 5 o'clock, so I can come to these pretty prepared. And they're always answered live on Saturday at no set time. I just do these typically over coffee, but sometimes, life gets in the way, and that's okay, right? That's why we all have online businesses. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Shauna, who says, hey there, starting from scratch and looking to build an audience for an MLM. Loved your session about setting up a funnel a few steps ahead of calling out the actual product business op and using email marketing to manage that conversation. Because I'm starting from zero audience, I've been watching through the organic foundations and making plans to get things moving. Question. I do have some money to put behind power content, but I'm wondering if it's worth going through the first 90 days organically first. I will just speak on this right now. If you want a faster result, use the $5 ad strategy. Like, yes, organic is good to start out with, but here's the thing, it's slow to figure out what works. And so that's why I created the $5 ad strategy, so that we could accelerate the organic process, because the organic process can take a really long time. So that's my answer to that. I'm just going to go ahead and get some more context here. My goal is to get baseline data for my case so I can review, improve, and scale. Yeah, so I would use $5 ads in order to do that. If putting money behind power content will help me get the data I can work with faster, I'm happy to do it, but I'm wondering if you can share what indicator I'm looking for to determine if I have enough info to start analyzing. That is answered actually inside the power content training right here. I'm watching and wrapping my head around the KPIs you've outlined, 25% video views, number of conversations. But with money behind it, I'm assuming I'd be shortening the time frame. Do you have an idea of how long I need to run ads before I have enough data to start? Am I looking for 5,000 video views to validate the data? No, I would just say go through the process of here, the power content ads. So one of the things that you're going to figure out is with power content, the main KPI is getting at least $1 per 25% video views. If you want to get conversations, you need to go through, and I actually say this in the program, but your conversion multipliers. This is where you are going to get messenger conversations, okay? Because there's two parts of the funnel. There's two separate parts to top a funnel, right? If you want messenger conversations, you need to go through messenger mastery. Power content, the main goal of setting up power content is to build an invisible list of people who are watching your content. The bonus of your power content is going to be to get messenger conversations, but the messenger mastery is where you're going to see the most. Okay. She's like, just wondering how to anticipate adjusting the data collection. So if you want messenger conversations as fast, I would do the conversion multiplier campaign. I would skip the power content and do the conversion multiplier if you're super, super low on funds. But power content, and I'm not going to go into it, but power content is a super valuable asset to this. But if you only have $5 a day to spend, I would spend it on these conversion multipliers. Let's see. Dewey says, hey, easy ad strategies low. I'm trying to boost my post, but this keeps coming up. What does this mean? It says no permission. You can't create an ad because your business manager account has enabled, but your Instagram has not. Yeah, so you just need to enable two-factor authorization on your Instagram account. If you just Google that, it'll walk you through how to do that for sure. Let's see. Camilla says, hey, Laurel, I just joined this amazing program, and as a newbie, can I create ad campaigns through my digital creator profile and stuff? You do not want to create ads through your digital creator profile because you can't retarget video views and all that stuff. You want to create ads with your business page, okay? Now, here's how I use ads, because this question comes up a lot. How do you use ads with your personal profile? So if I go to my personal profile, for instance, I boosted this post to my warm audience, right? I boosted it to the people who've been watching my power content on my business page and visiting my pixel and all that stuff. I do not recommend using ads. You can see right here, I boosted this right here. But it was to my warm audience of people who were already engaging with my business page. And so that's super important for you guys to know. Like, I don't run ads from my personal profile because it has limitations. You can't retarget video views. You can't create custom audiences. And so that is why I do not recommend running ads from your creator profile. Retargeting is a huge part of my strategy, and you can't do that if you're using your personal profile. So Tina says, hey, we have a massive pool of our ideal clients in our warm audience, estate agents in the UK, and with that, I had an idea. Could we reach out to business who offer services to the same type of clients in our audience and offer for them to reach out? So Tina, I would say don't start anything else, right? Stay the course. You guys are in my Lean on Laurel program for a reason. I'm gonna do some tough love right here until you guys have hit what we're trying to do. Don't think of any other ideas. Put 100% focus, right? Circle of focus. You have to focus on one thing and one thing for 90 days. This will derail you from the goal that we have over the next 90 days. I know it's like, and this advice right here is for everybody. I know, like, it's hard. Like, when you really are trying to get that cash flow, and everyone's, you know, there's so many different ways that you can make money, but I guarantee if you focus on one thing for 90 days, you will figure out that will be your fastest path to cash. I guarantee it, because when you start splitting your energy, it doesn't work. Let's see. Lola says, do you have training on how to run converting ads on video? Hell yeah. This entire program is all about doing ads on video. So Lola, happy that you're here, but go through the training. Almost my entire program covers this. Let's see. Laurel, I did get your feedback about my offer, so I created the power content, but still not sure about my targeting and Facebook ads. Even I watched the videos of building your audience section. I do help professional fathers over 30 in weight loss. Should I target specific job names or go broad with just location, father, and age? Well, it depends, right? If you're trying to, I would just, like, if you're doing professional fathers, I would target industries, like you said. I would do industries, not specific jobs. Like, you could do it by industry versus specific jobs. Specific jobs is going to give way too much narrow. So so this is the way to think about this, right? Like, you're on the right path. You're trying to target your audience versus trying to target the problem, right? So I would target an industry. So one of my layers would be fathers, obviously, men who are parents, right? Over 30, and then demographics over 30. I would probably put in just some broad weight loss, targeting in there. And then I would narrow it down to some of the biggest industries where men struggle with weight loss. Probably men who, like, sit behind a desk all day, like, you know, probably, you know, they're probably not in a sales position where they're on their feet all day, but probably industries where they are sitting behind a desk, like, you know, like accountants or stuff like that. So yeah, definitely. I think you should. I would probably do like a financial industry or something like that. Let's see. Doc Connor says, when creating the membership ad campaigns, or indeed any other ad campaign, do you put the retargeting ads inside the ad campaign as a separate ad, or do you create an entirely newly ad campaign? No. So I always separate my warm audiences from my cold audiences. So retargeting has its own campaign. So if you go here, retargeting, it will actually show you how to, like, set these retargeting ads up and stuff. Let's see. Honey says, hey, Laurel, I've watched building audiences and how to set up the power content trainings. It was amazing. Thank you so much. I learned so much. Here's the thing. I tried building the audiences for a client and I'm quite confused why I can't seem to create her video engagement. The button to click create is grayed out. I tried checking all the options as well as changing it to one click only. It didn't work anyway. How I can build my client's video engagement audience? I'm actually bothered, since if I cannot build the video engagement, I might not be able to get the data and retarget 25. So if you don't anyway how to do it, please direct me to anyone who even knows how to contact Facebook to make this work. I tried using help and contact us and it feels like I'm just running in circles. Let's see. Did you choose the video? Look, this is the issue right here. Look, you didn't choose the videos. You see where it says choose videos up here? You have to choose the videos. That's why it's grayed out, is because you didn't choose any videos. So no worries. That's all it is. Just click choose videos and select the videos. That's why it's not working. Let's see. Yusuf says, hey, Laurel, is it possible to have a closed sale for a $3,000 monthly retainer service running ads to cold for the specific offer below with a total available budget of $100? I wouldn't recommend that. Because even if you do the power offer, so if you go to offer optimization and the power offer validation test, you're going to see that I actually want one booked appointment with $100 to $150 in ad spend. So $100 is probably going to be pushing it, but if I only had $100, okay, if I only had $100 to spend in order to get a $3,000 client, I would do this conversion multiplier, because with $100 you can get a whole bunch of messenger conversations, and if you're really good at selling your service in messenger, you can do a lot with $100. Like, and I'm not promising anything, but that would be my go-to. Like, if I only had $100 and I need to get one client, this would be my ticket right here. And by the way, this happens more times than not with this strategy. Okay? But you have to be good at selling in Messenger. And that is why I give you guys my personal SOP for Messenger conversations, right? So make sure that you're using my SOP for Messenger conversations too. Let's see, Jennifer says, my conversion multiplier ads to cold are not doing well, so I decided to put an actual power offer out there and see what happens. Could you please give me some feedback? Absolutely. Let's take a look. Let's see. Are you a new or aspiring female entrepreneur? If I could help you get rid of whatever fear is holding you back right now. Yeah, so this is not clear. So we have to, I'll help you achieve what in the next, what days, right? Are you a new or aspiring female entrepreneur? Then listen up. If over the next 28 days, I could take you through a series of, I don't know what your mechanism is. Let's see. Having a complaint and all of this. So 3 short weeks, right? Are you a newer aspiring female entrepreneur but crippled with anxiety? If over the next 28 days, we could have your business launched, right? That would be a direct thing. Like, I get that they have fear of judgment and all that. That's not what they're buying. They're buying launching their business in the next 3 short weeks, right? So I would say, are you a new, I wouldn't say are you a new or aspiring female entrepreneur with anxiety, because Facebook's going to ding you, but I would say something like, most aspiring female entrepreneurs get crippled by anxiety. On average, I'm able to help these women launch their business within 28 days, right? That's the direction that I would go in. Let's see, Christine. Let's see. Thank you for your feedback on last week's attempt at milestones. I promise I'm not being dense on purpose around this exercise. I am 99% confident is the reason why the growth of my business has been slower than preferred. So I really, really, really want to figure this out. And I do doubly want to figure it out before the workshop with you in December. So with that in mind, are these milestones clear? So let's take a look at the milestones. Milestone number 1, a writer understands how to manage all their writing work. So milestones need to be, I'm actually gonna show you something, and I know Eric's not gonna mind on this. And so if I go into my Lean on Laurel program, let me find Eric's page. So I went over this, right? So I'll give you guys an example, right? So when you're talking milestones, we want to be able to have a measurable thing. How do we know that people are getting success, right? So when I bring people through validating their offer in my Lean on Laurel program, right, that's the very first milestone, right? That they've sold 2 to 3 of their offers. Well, what are the steps to getting there, right? So people know, so milestone number 1, right? If we compare milestones, right? A writer understands, how do they know this? What is the measurable thing that gives them clarity that they've accomplished this, right? So that's why we need to make our milestones measurable so that people are clear. Oh, I just got through milestone number 1, right? So for me, I've put a number by it, they've sold, right? Because I could just say they validated their offer. Well, my client might be like, well, what does validating their offer actually mean? So we put measurable metrics behind it, right? So milestone number 1, when they get into Lean on Laurel, is they've sold 2 to 3 of their offers to cold traffic. Well, what are the clear steps to getting there? These also have to be measurable, right? How do they know that they're getting through each of these steps? Because a lot of times when we're bringing people through steps, right, what does make a plan even mean, right? Get a full picture of your writing work. These are not clear. So we have to come up with measurable things that they know that they've accomplished step 1, they've accomplished step 2, they've accomplished step 3. And I did not come up with this framework. This is something I learned from Ben McClellan on client retention. This is something that I've worked with a lot. And so this is not me just coming up with this. This is like proven that when you create measurable milestones, it makes it not only easy to sell what your program, but it also increases client retention, because my people know in Lean on Laurel, well, what are their steps to getting there? Well, writing 2 to 3 power offers to test. So they know that they've accomplished step number 1 when they've written 2 to 3 power offers. They know that they've accomplished step number 2 when they launched 3 of them via the validation test. Step number 4, they know they've accomplished when they've got 100 messenger conversations, right? they know that they've accomplished step number 4 when they convert 8 to 10% of those messenger conversations. Like, this is just milestone number 1 in my Lean on Laurel program, right? And so this is how clear that we actually need to get whenever we are building out these milestones, right? We have to at least make some kind of clear declarative statement that this person knows, right? For instance, like, make a plan. Like, what is that? Is it a 1-page business plan? Like, how do they know that they've made the plan? How do they, like, what metrics do they need to look at so that they know that, hey, I've executed the plan from step 1 to step blah, blah, blah. I have a feeling that there's a lot of mini milestones in all of these things too, but I hope that this was just kind of like eye-opening to like how we have to establish these very measurable goals. Otherwise, people get lost in our program, right? And so hopefully, like, let me know in the comments, like, did this make sense? Like, right now, are you having a light bulb moment? Let me know, because when I actually explained this inside my Lean on Laurel program, people were like, holy crap, I never saw it that way. But then it makes it easy to not only market your program, but it actually makes it easy to sell, because people know exactly what that roadmap looks like, and they have clear directions on, wow, these are the steps that I need to accomplish. And hell yeah, like, it gets them excited, right? It gets them excited to actually see tangible paths forward. So I knew Christine was going to have a great question. She always has a great question. And so that's going to be a wrap. Oh yeah, did you guys see this dude like ripping off my book? Like, he could at least like change the cover, or at least like super duper magical, probably, whatever. It's funny. Like, people have been asking me if this bothers me. It does not. And this is an important lesson as to why we need to build personal brands and the magic of AI, right? Like, this dude probably just bought my book and told AI to rewrite it in a slightly different way. But you can see, like, the blatant ripoff. I mean, but that's why it's important to build a personal brand, my friends. So you guys have an amazing weekend, and I will see you